Well, hello, Cancer. Welcome to my table. My name is Toni, and this is the Cancer monthly forecast for Scorpio season. So hello to you. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to my table. I am so glad that you are here with me again. And hello to you if you are brand new around here. As I said, my name is Toni. So we are just going to create a sacred container where we welcome in and we invite our higher selves, as well as calling upon Christed consciousness. Please join us at the table. We command our sovereignty in this time, dimension, place, and space, and we disinvite and we disallow all beings, energies, and entities of less than Christed consciousness. And now we're just going to set our intentions for calling forth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We invite in our angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides. Guardians of the four corners, Mother of the earth, Father of the skies, sacred ones. We call upon you all and we welcome all of you here now. We ask you to please be present with us and please help us to understand and to interpret these messages to the best of our knowledge as we receive them. Thank you. Are you ready, Cancer? So let's see what Scorpio season has a hold or has in hold for you, a hold for you. I don't know, but I think you knew what I meant to say. Since Scorpio season begins in my favorite month, October, we are going to look at the Halloween oracle for you, Cancer. Let me get a sip of tea first, though, before we go down this road. All right, Cancer, let's see what is waiting for you. Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides. Messages, please, for Cancer. What can Cancer expect this Scorpio season? What kind of energy is coming towards Cancer this Scorpio season? Thank you. We've got, okay, so this is always a fun card to get in this deck. Where did my glasses go so I can read this to you? It's called the Barm Brack. It says sweetness and synergy. So I had never heard of this word before I got this deck. This is a very, very interesting term. So the first card you got is the Barm Brack. It says a pea, a cloth, a coin, a ring. Let me get my hand up where you can see that. There you go. A pea, a cloth, a coin, a ring, and stick. Within a loaf of speckled sweetness, slice it and eat it, a glimpse of my fate's completeness. So this sounds a lot like the Mardi Gras cake. You know, the king cake you get where you get the little baby in it. Okay, so this is kind of a similar vibe, but more for Samhain. It says, not quite a cake and not quite bread. Barm Brack is a sweet loaf, larger than a typical bread loaf, baked with flour, sugar, salt, and dried fruits such as raisins. The making of the Barm Brack is an Irish tradition that still stands around Samhain, or Halloween, as the Muggles like to call it. The person baking the loaf would be sure to set the intention for love, truth, and synergy while preparing. Inside the dough, a number of special objects are hidden and baked into the loaf. The objects are used as kind of a random oracle. Each one has a particular meaning which represents the fate of the person who found it in their slice. The traditional objects include a coin, a pea, a stick, a ring, and a small piece of cloth like muslin. Some other additions made in more modern times were religious medals. Should your slice of brack contain a coin, this would indicate prosperity and good luck. The pea unfortunately meant no marriage would occur for you that year, yet finding the ring meant marriage was certain. The stick, to be avoided at all costs, indicates disputes and unhappiness, and finding the cloth meant bad luck and little money ahead. Dang, y'all. When you pull the Barm Brack card, it indicates a curiosity to know what is ahead, but it's important to balance that with the now. After all, we have the tools to change our future should we choose. The sweet synergy of Barm Brack, all the ingredients, including the objects, are more complete and powerful together than they are individually. It should encourage you to seek your own sweet spot. So the whole idea here is to, you know, while tarot is a beautiful tool that gives you kind of a foresight of what's coming, it doesn't mean that you should be so on the lookout for what's coming that you're not enjoying the here and now and that you're not in the present, and that you know, the sum of all your choices is a reflection of your whole life. So how are you synergistically combining all the aspects of your life: health, wealth, love, relationships, friends, family, career, finances, you know, activities that you enjoy doing. How are you combining all these synergistically into one person? This is just really a big month to focus on, you know, it's not even predicting where you're going. It's predicting where you're going by choosing to make choices that are in alignment with yourself, you know. As you do today, so you see the results tomorrow, correct? So the second card you got is one of my very, 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 very favorite cards. The Skull of Stars. Cancer, how pretty is this? Infinite possibilities. It says, why think so small when galaxies spin within? Realize that you are made of the stuff of stars and infinite possibilities begin. This skull brings us back to the fact that we are all made of the stuff of stars, yet many of us think so small. We are each born with a blank canvas to paint upon, and we are indeed an open sky of possibilities. It is easy to feel small in the world that is so busy, impersonal, and seemingly self-absorbed. We can at times feel lost and unclear about our direction and lose sight of our place in the cosmos. The Skull of Stars reminds us that we are only limited by our imagination and boundaries. If we can dream it, it is possible. Remember, Source would give you no dream. He would put no idea. Universe, creator, universal consciousness, what a God, whatever you want to call it, would put no idea in your head for you to possibly consider chasing. No dream is so big or idea is so out there that you don't, the second you think it is not possible to create it, you would not be given the idea if you were not given the resources to create it. I assure you. Sometimes it requires a lot more work to find these resources, but they are available to you. I assure you they are. If we can dream it, it is possible. This card indicates that you need to think bigger and more broadly about your future and what you would like to achieve. Perhaps there are false beliefs, often old, that no longer serve you as you grow and change. Sometimes these beliefs may not even be yours. They may have been imparted to you by your parents or the wider community, yet feel rather incongruent to you. You need to endeavor with all of your heart and soul to live the life that you want and honor your own wishes and your own truth. So, I'm sorry, this card was doing this. I was reading the book. Apologies about that. But literally, this is really and truly understanding that your own energy has the infinite possibilities to create any kind of world, any kind of life you want it to. And so, you know, the one thing I love about Scorpio season, this is when we go into the dark. And so when we go into the dark season, it's about going within and really examining ourselves and looking at ourselves and the choices we're making. Are the choices you're making synergistically aligned with your higher self? And are you thinking too small? Are you making choices that you know, are playing it safe, playing it small? Because honestly, ask your higher self, is that as high as you can go, or can you push yourself a little bit further? This is a big month to really examine that programming and how, and you know, maybe do something every single day that scares you a little bit, Cancer. Just one little thing. Maybe it's, you know, making that phone call that you're scared to make, or reaching out to a contact that you've been scared to reach out to, or, you know, investing in yourself, or trying something new, posting on social media. Whatever that is, Cancer, that you've been afraid to do, do it. Do it every single day this month. Push yourself a little bit further. Why are you thinking so small? Okay? Remember, you were made of the stuff of stars. All right, Cancer, let's see what is going on for you this month. We are going to look at, I'm so excited, the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot deck. This is such a cute little deck. Okay, here we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides. Messages, please, for Cancer. What does Cancer need to know about this Scorpio season? Messages for Cancer. You know, while I'm shuffling, y'all, before I go any further, I just want to take a moment to ask you to please, if you haven't already, be sure to give me a like or a subscribe. It means so much to me that we have a little bit of energy exchange here. It means the world to the creators in your life that you hit that little like and subscribe button. Thank you so much, and I love you so much. And also, if you're looking for other places to find me, check me out on my Instagram at Toni Summers Tarot, or at my Etsy shop if you want to get a private reading, link below. Okay. All right. The first card up for you, Cancer. Look how beautiful, star. So here is where we are starting. Right now, here is where you are at, the star, Aquarius. This is expansive thinking and healing. So like I said, this is the month to go within, to do healing within. Expand your thinking. You are made of stars. Don't think so small. Focus on yourself, focusing on the synergy that you are creating and the health that you are creating for yourself synergistically, okay? So here is the fact, here is the situation. Okay, so this may be where you're starting at, but what are the facts surrounding the starting point? What are the facts surrounding Cancer's starting point? Okay, that was adorable. Went flying in the air and spinning around. Ah, the King of Needles with the King of Swords. This is about, even though it's something, you know, I keep repeating to you, and this is maybe an unpleasant fact for some of you that you just be like, whatever, Toni, this isn't my message. Whatever, Toni, this isn't my message. Yes, it is. The King of Needles needs you to go deep. This is a fact. This is an unpleasant fact that some of you don't want to know, but the fact is the only way this healing occurs is when you go deep, deep, deep into yourself and really do the thinking. It's time to look at that stinking thinking maybe that you've got going on in your life. How are you holding yourself back? Where are your thoughts limiting yourself? Okay. So this is the illusion, ideas that you need to release and let go of, Cancer. What ideas does Cancer need to release and let go of? Okay, given the Cancer in my life, this is some truthy truth. Cancer, you are not the martyr. You are not the victim. The only victim that you are is the victim of your own choices, okay? You need to understand, and this is something that really needs to, I want to say this to everybody all the time because it's changed my life in such a radical way that I cannot recommend it enough. Cancer, you're not the victim. You are the victim of your choices, sure, but you are not the victim of anything else. Listen, you need to take radical responsibility, and that's what this is. This thing that is the illusion, the thing that you need to let go of, is thinking that you are a victim of life or circumstances and that you are the martyr and, oh, woe is you, oh, poor Cancer, oh, woe is you. No, Cancer, no. You need to take back your power, because here's the thing. When you're feeling like that, sorry, I could feel a hair tickling me. When you're feeling like that, oh, woe is me, life always happens to me, I'm always the victim. Well, okay, you are always the victim because you're giving your power away. Cancer, the fact of the matter is that you are responsible for every single thing that happens to you. And when you can take radical accountability and responsibility for every single choice that you make, leading to everything that happens to you happen to you, then you'll understand that nobody is to blame, that life is just a series of choices, that people making choices, and those choices just happen to bump into each other and impact each other, okay? So understand, like, for instance, you're at a mall and a stranger just walks up to you and slaps you. You are not responsible for that stranger's actions. That stranger is responsible for the choices they made and for the, you know, the responsibility and the outcome of those choices, okay? What you are responsible for is the fact that you chose to go to the mall, you go to, at that day, at that time, and go to that store at that place and be standing right there when that stranger walked up. Those were all series of choices that you made that led you to that place and time that that thing happened to you, okay? You are responsible. You are accountable. And when you can be that point to stop blaming people and stop pointing the finger and, oh, woe is me, it always happens to me, why me, why me? When you can understand that this needs to be gone. This is the illusion that needs to be let go of and released this month. When you are thinking about healing yourself, when you are really focusing on getting yourself all synergistically aligned and seeing what a big damn soul you are, that you are not a big asshole, but you're a big damn soul. Shout out to Nicole Peretti for that one. I love it, but you're not. You're not the big asshole. You're a big ass soul. Get in line with your soul. Let go of the excuses and be responsible and take accountability, okay? All right, Cancer. What opportunities are moving towards Cancer this Scorpio season? Too many cards, please, Spirit. Just one card. What opportunities are moving towards Cancer this Scorpio season? My goodness. Apparently a lot, because you've now dropped like 15 cards on the table. Just one card, please, Spirit. Thank you. Okay. Oh, the 8 of Wands, an opportunity for communication, and it's coming right now. Okay, this is a big opportunity. It feels like as you've been doing some self-healing, some self-discovery, really working on letting go of victim mentality and taking responsibility and accountability for your life and just taking charge of it. It feels like this is opening up the opportunity for you to have a conversation with somebody that you've been wanting to have, some communication. It could even be not necessarily a conversation, but communicating. Like I'm communicating to you on YouTube. So maybe this clears up some cobwebs in your head. You know, this thinking maybe clears up a little cobwebs in your head, maybe heals you a little bit, maybe releases this block that's been keeping you from moving forward. And maybe now you're able to communicate your ideas more clearly and get people to understand and make an impact and make a difference this Scorpio season, Cancer. That's beautiful energy. Beautiful, beautiful energy. So you're definitely going to have the opportunity to spread your message and to communicate and possibly have an important conversation that you've been meaning to have. That could be on its way, okay? All right, what should you forget? What is the unreachable goal that Cancer needs to let go of this Scorpio season? What is the unreachable goal? Uh-oh. All right, we've got the 8 of Potions, the 8 of Cups. So this is letting go, walking away, and the 10 of Potions, the 10 of Cups. This is, there's 2 ways I can read this. The 10 of Cups is the card of soulmates, the card of twin flames, the card of happily ever after, dreams come true, families, all, you know, just, you know, the house, the wife, the kids, the car, the husband, the wife, the 2.5 kids, the dog, the picket fence, the whole thing, right? And so the 2 ways I read this is the dream that you need to let go of is, 1, this is not the month to be focusing perhaps on love, relationships, career, or love, relationships, family, and creating that. This is the month to maybe walk away from that focus and to really focus on healing yourself. Because as you heal yourself, you will bring back naturally into alignment your family and the dreams of companionship and partnership and things like that. So there's definitely this walking away, 8 of Cups from the 10 of Cups. But the other thing is, some of you could have walked away from your actual family because you had work to do on yourself. And so what it feels like, it says, you know, what you should forget, the unreachable goal. Some of you, it feels like, I think I said that wrong. Rewind. The unreachable goal here is, for some of you, you've been considering leaving your family because you just feel like you're dysfunctional. Some of you, especially one of you watching this, Cancer, you could have been thinking about walking away from your family, from your love, from your relationship, your kids, whatever it is, because there's so much dysfunction. But really what it is maybe you need to look at yourself and realize maybe it's communication issues because you haven't got the healing that you need. Star and the King of Swords, okay? And as you do this work on yourself and as you heal yourself this month, this may actually change your opinion. You may not want to walk away. You may realize, hey, it was me. It wasn't them. I was projecting onto them. It was not them. It was me. And so you may choose to change your mind about walking away. Now, but like I said, for some of you, this could be that you're walking away from the idea of pursuing love and relationships this month, and you're really focusing on yourself. You know, you're kind of putting love on the back burner, all right? So this is helpful now, Cancer. This is how to reach your goal this month. How can Cancer reach their goal this Scorpio season, please, Spirit? All right, we have the 4 of Swords, focus on healing yourself, and the 5 of Wands, focusing on healing yourself, but also focusing on healing yourself from previous struggles. The 5 of Wands is, you know, conflict and competition and rivalry, and so it's healing not just old wounds. It feels like you're healing literally, probably, maybe even some old family wounds here with the 10 of Cups and the 5 of Wands coming up to me. It feels like the thing that needs healing the most is this family, maybe some family wounds, could be some core trauma from your childhood or just some current family drama going on. But it's focusing on, you know, it says this is helpful now, how to reach your goal, healing your own core wounds, okay? Healing it feels like wounds. Again, I do want to say it's leaning towards childhood trauma, but it doesn't have to be. It could be whatever your wounds are: fear of abandonment, fear of neglect, or, you know, being neglected, fear of commitment, fear of trust issues, whatever. Okay, I don't know. There's a lot of issues people have, okay? Whatever these issues are that you have need to be healing. This 5 of Wands, whatever it is you've been struggling with lately, whatever the biggest struggle you have had, controlling your temper, learning to see other people's point of view, learning to put other people first, learning to, you know, be consistent, show up, be consistent to yourself, choose healthier choices, whatever this is. This thing that you're struggling with, it needs to really be focusing on healing that, because this is how you're going to be moving towards your goals. Okay, Cancer. All right, this is not helpful now. What you need to avoid, or what doesn't serve you. The Six of Wands. This is funny. This is public recognition. So this is not about going out there and you're not, you know, even though you're, like I said, for some of you, this is not, it's not about focusing on healing the family issues. It's about healing yourself. And so, with this being public, I think what they're saying is you shouldn't be putting this out there. It's not necessarily a public journey. Your healing isn't this month, Cancer. This is about going within, about looking within and just doing the work quietly, healing yourself, you know, quietly, and not putting it out there for the whole world to see. Remember, even if you're sitting around talking to somebody about your journey who you know loves you and has your best intentions at heart, they still have their own intentions, their own agenda, their own feelings towards you. And so even if you're saying, you know, I'm doing this spiritual healing where I'm really working on it and focusing on my thoughts and making sure I'm saying words that are in alignment with my feelings and focusing on my emotions, they may be like, oh my gosh, well, she's finally getting work. Maybe this be her turning point. Maybe, and so they're putting this energy on you, or you need to just be focusing on yourself, okay? And we don't need their energy attaching to you. So this may be just kind of like, don't put your business out there for the whole world to see, okay? Kind of keep your moves to yourself this month, Cancer. Focus on yourself quietly. And what will the final result be? At the end of Scorpio season, going into Sagittarius season, what will the final result be? Just the near future coming in. Yes, your connection to source will be strengthened. Your connection to higher self will be strengthened. Your connection to your intuition, to your gut, to your ability to know what choice to make that is in your highest and best good will be sharpened, will be strengthened. This is the kind of energy we are here for, Cancer. So really, this is the month to go deep, deep, deep within, to really focus on your own synergy, on creating the life that you want. To remember, you are not a small little speck of dust. You are a big ass soul made of the stars, the same thing as the stars. Focus on healing, because baby, you're going to be getting higher this month with your connection to your higher self. All right, Cancer, I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up, or if you haven't already, subscribe, and I hope you will come back next month for Sagittarius season. Until I see you again, you stay happy, healthy, safe, and blessed, Cancer. Bye.